about the election, man, about the presidency. I mean, what do you? I mean, as far as Obama, man, about him being African American.
Well, you know what? First of all, I don't even like to hear the term African American.
I'm glad. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm black. Because the thing is that I don't hear them say Hispanic American or Jewish American.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's a more pacifying dialogue to say African American. First, you were a Negro, you were colored, know you're African American.
Okay.
And to me, you don't need that. I am black. I am an American, and I'm black.
But see, the problem that I had dealing with that issue, as far as with Obama, it's like, you say black, some people say African American, but neither one of those terms are nationalities. So if Obama was really for his people, like he said he was supposed to be for his people, he would basically tell them that they're Moors and they were already home. See what I'm saying? So
I understand.
And I really truly, I don't want to say believe, I know that will make a big change. And like I said, we're constantly lying to the youth about who they really are. You know what I mean? We call them everything else, but who we are. We say we're African Americans, we're black,
we're colored.
We colored. You know what I mean? And all those things are caste systems, man. And that's not identifying the people.
Well, the thing is that it's all about education and again perception.
Yes.
And I think that what has happened throughout the years is that, especially for us as blacks, so to speak. I mean, we have become complacent. We have become so morphed into basically what they want you to think about yourself.
Yes, exactly.
And so just like how we were talking earlier about Hanson. Okay, and I'm not going to touch the subject about him being the first black president, so to speak. And the thing is that, as I said, he gave the writing orders to Washington, but many people haven't even discussed that. As a matter of fact, the place where I learned that about, I was listening to, I think it was Glenn Beck, one of those programs too I was listening to, and even when he was talking about Martin Luther King and other historical issues, and the thing is that even in schools today, they don't even try to teach the kids certain things. They teach you what they want you to learn.
But why would somebody teach you something if they trying to keep their foot on you? It's like the great John Henry Clark said, people in power would never teach the powerless how to take power from them. He said to do that would be insane. So if a man didn't treat you right, he ain't going to teach you right. So why are we still looking for them to teach us about who our ancestors or who we truly are? John Hanson should be talked about in school. Why isn't he talked about in school?
You know what? The reason why I think he isn't talked about in school is because I guess they have diluted history and they're scared. Okay? And by being scared, it's the truth, as I always say. Can you imagine for us if we should really come out and honestly speak the truth to each other? For example, if we say, you know what? Look at the unemployment rate amongst us, which is 20-some%. But we shouldn't just dwell on that. What if we become creative and try to do something, be self-reliant? Because remember, we're the people who turn lime into lemonade. But what happened throughout the years is that politicians have psyched us. They have realized what makes us tick, and they figure, you know what? Don't tell them the truth. Just tell them what we think we want them to hear. And throughout the years is that we have been morphed into this way. But again, I'm going back to my original point. Can you imagine if we become unpredictable and starting doing our own research, finding out our true history, and really having a discussion about it? The other day, Tavis Smiley had a program in Chicago, one of those places, about the black agenda. He's not per se black person, but he was talking about the agenda. And a lot of people got scared about it. Al Sharpton got in this case and talking about he's trying to talk against Obama. He was like, no, we're talking about our history, who we are, and so on and so forth. So I think that once you come up and you start to talk about certain things, they get scared and they brand you as being, oh, you're cool, you're Republican, you're weird, or you're Uncle Tom, and so on and so forth. As I heard Martin Luther King's niece the other day was saying that everybody black was excited about voting for the first quote unquote brown president. So they were just excited to get somebody in there. But my thing is that it's more than that, in my opinion.
But my thing is like now with Tavis Smiley and Al Sharpton, I don't agree with neither one of them. I love Tavis Smiley, but my thing is like neither one of them are really still telling the history of who we really are. So who are you scaring and who are they speaking for? See what I'm saying? So if my people over here are saying that we're Moors and it's not a secret that we're Moors, why isn't Tavis Smiley or why isn't Al Sharpton speaking about us being Moors, us being already here? See what I'm saying? So there is no such thing as a black agenda. What isn't a black agenda? The
problem, the thing with that is that It's a dependency syndrome. As long as they keep rabble rousing, as long as they keep speaking on a topic that they think that you want to hear about, then they feel as if they feel as if there's a need for them. But as you just said, what if we decide to speak the truth, to start thinking different, becoming unpredictable, seeking the truth in our own way? Then we won't need, there won't be a need for these so-called quote-unquote black leaders, because what they have done is that they have created these so-called, well, you know what, Jesse Jackson will look out for you, or Al Sharpton, or Barack Obama. Who said they are our leaders? Who said they speak for us?
I say the
you know what I
same
mean?
thing.
And so throughout the years, they have created these token so-called leaders. And then when other people start finding out their history and started thinking a certain way, especially when you become educated, you stop thinking like them. When you start saying, you know what, I don't need you, I don't need your handout, I can think for myself, I can be just like how we were 50, 60 years ago, where we educated ourselves, where we found our own way. Can you imagine how we were 50, 60 years ago? When when back in the days you were trying to get an education and you had to fight to get it. But nowadays, look at schools. Schools today look more like prisons. You fought to get in there to get an education, but nowadays what they're doing is, it looks like a prisoner. They have the cops trying to keep you in there because you want to get out.
It's a mental thing that get. See, the thing is that when we grew up, we were spanked by our parents. Okay, so now you can't spank your child anymore. So the prison system is getting you prepared to getting ready to go. The school system is getting you prepared to go into prison. That's why they have it set up the way it is, because the whole setup is the same way you go through a court system or a jail system. You got to strip yourself. You got to go through this process, get searched. So it's getting you mentally set up for that to happen. So when it happens, it's no big thing now.
I'm going to just add to that really quick what you just said.
Yeah.
For example, one of the biggest example, 12 years old, okay? If you leave a child in the street and he's 12 years old, child endangerment. If he goes out there and grabs somebody's purse, he's charged as what? An adult.
An adult.
See?
And that's it. And that's it.